What's up, guys? Welcome to Blackflag Fishing and Outdoors. This is a new YouTube channel where I'll be taking you guys along on my journey just as a regular fisherman. I'm no professional by any means, just kind of doing this for fun. I do have a bit of a background when it comes to a lot of media things and just creating content in general. I also have a big love for fishing, so this is definitely something new. Try to catch different fish, just have a good time. I recently did move to a lake here in my local state in North Carolina. And the lake feeds into a smaller creek. There's a man-made dam, of course, that feeds into that smaller creek, and then that creek drives up into a larger river system that's probably about a mile and a half away from where we are right now. So we're gonna mostly focus on this small creek right at the bottom of the dam. I'm not much of a fly fisherman, I will say. I recently just got into it. I've only been doing it for maybe, I'd say, a month and a half. A couple of my coworkers kind of started talking about it, said they had a good time out in the mountains fly fishing for trout and whatnot. Went ahead and got a quick little cheap Amazon fly fishing rod. I probably spent like 90 bucks on it. I had everything I needed, a couple flies, a nice little rod. I'll show you to you guys in a couple seconds here once we hit the water. But yeah, let's try to see if we can catch some fish and get some practice in. I do have a trout fishing trip out to the mountains, which I'm excited about here in the coming months, which of course I'll bring you guys along with and see what we can capture over there. All right, let's go ahead and tie one of these on and see what we can catch. All right, we got a fly tied on. Let's see what we can catch. Ooh, got one. There we go. Guess we can bring him in. He looks decent too. Let's see. All right, should be good to flip him up. There we go. It's a big boy right there. For this spot, it's pretty decent. There we go, guys. Nice little bluegill. First catch of the day on the fly rod. Let's go ahead and put him back. And on he goes. All right, that's the first one. The only thing about this spot right here is it can get a little messy sometimes trying to mess with the with all this extra line. Like I said, I'm not much of a fly fisherman yet. Kind of taught myself how to do it, and I've only been doing it for about a month and a half. Let's see if we can catch another one right there. He's hitting it. There we go. Got him. Let's go ahead and bring him in. And another little one. Let's go ahead and flip him up. There we go. There we go. Another little bluegill. Second catch of the day on the fly rod. Let's go ahead and get him back in the water. And off he goes. Go, boys. Another little bluegill. Back in the water. Alright, let's move a little bit further down. Looks like some decent fish right there. Oh, that's a bass. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a bass right there. Let's see if I can try to get him to bite. Let's see if we can get us a bass. Let me get him to bite. There's a bunch of fish over here in this area right here. Let's see if we can get one real quick. Oh, there we go. He hit it, but
Spit it right back out. There we go. Got him. Let's see, this one looks like another decent one. Let's go ahead and flip them up. Ooh, this one's heavy. Get this big boy off. It's a good keeper size right here, but we're gonna go ahead and throw them back. Get them back in the water. All right, boys. That is 4 fish, I believe, in this spot. Let's see how many more we can get. Let's go ahead and get this thing untangled. That's the only thing about fly fishing that I will say. I will say too, this spot is great for fly fishing, just for a little practice. But of course, it would be best to be in the water, have all this extra line just floating around next to me, which will definitely be what we'll be doing here soon when we go up to the mountains, try to get us some trout. But it's just a little tricky with all these plants around us and the line getting caught. Looks like there's quite a few fish that are interested in the fly, just swimming around it though. They're all kind of small. Definitely would be cool if we got the bass to hit the fly. Looked like a decent sized one too, so it might be a little bit of a task to get them in with this little fly rod, but there we go. Got another one. Oh, nope, came off. Let's try that again. There we go. Got him. That's another big one. Alright, let's go ahead and flip them up. Oh, this is a bigger one right here. It's a real nice one. Alright, so this actually looks like a long-eared sunfish right here, so you can see by the long black ears and the nice little green markings. So pretty decent size. Let's go ahead and get him back. Off he goes. Alright guys, so it is extremely hot out today. It's about 95 degrees. The GoPro ended up dying on me just because of the heat, and I also didn't recharge the batteries. This is kind of more of a spontaneous fishing trip. We did have pretty bad weather the last couple of days, and then today just kind of cleared up, which, as you guys can tell, the water is a tiny bit muddy in the deeper parts. It's still not as bad as it was yesterday, but we got 5 fish on already. Let's see if we can go ahead and grab 5 more. Still see a bunch of them hanging out over here in this area right here. Let's see if we can go get us a couple more. We'll try to get some. Let's see if we can get 10 today. Oh, that's a nice one right there. It's a bunch of really nice fish over here. Pretty much all of them look like keeper sizes. The ones that are hanging out in this area. See if we can get a couple more. See some bubbles over there too. Could be a turtle. Could be a little catfish. I will say there's a bunch of catfish in here. There's a bunch of bowfin, a ton of bluegill. Haven't really seen a lot of crappie in here. Mostly like red ear sunfish, stuff like that. Majority, I'd say, is bluegill. Seen like 1 or 2 turtles, nothing crazy. They're all pretty small. But again, this is just a very small creek. Oh, there we go, got him. That's another one, boys. Go ahead and bring them in. Another decent sized one too. There we go. Nice little keeper size, but again, we're gonna go ahead and get them back in the water. And off he goes. All right, we just moved a little bit further down. We're actually gonna get in the water real quick over here in this little shallow area with the rocks. Looks like there's a bunch of nice keeper sized panfish hitting over here. A couple bass. We'll see if we can catch them real quick. There we go, guys. Got us a nice little bass. Let's go ahead and get him back in the water. Off he goes. It's my second bass ever on a fly rod. Thankfully he was pretty small. If not, that would have been more of a task to get him in. There we go, boys. Another nice little bluegill. Go ahead and go back in the water. All right, boys. Should be 6 or 7 fish. Oh, it's a decent one. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, boy. Yes, sir. There we go, guys. All right, guys, so that was probably the biggest bluegill I've ever caught here. Again, I've only been here a couple months. Haven't fished this spot too much, but that is by far the biggest I've caught here so far. But we should be already at about 8 fish. Again, all the cameras are starting to die out on me again because of the heat. I had to switch back to this camera. Thankfully it came back on. Appreciate you guys for checking out this video. As you guys can see, this fly is absolutely destroyed. Had a bunch of really nice fish. I believe we caught 8 total, including my personal best bluegill and my biggest bass I've ever caught on a fly rod. So definitely a fun time.